While there was a considerable degree of uncertainty surrounding this year's ProSweets event in Cologne due to the ongoing pandemic, the event eventually proceeded as planned and revealed plenty of key developments across the equipment and systems sectors serving our industry. So we caught up with a number of businesses at the show in Germany just to get the inside track on exactly the kind of machinery that's going to be making an impact within the industry throughout 2022 and beyond.
Well, of course, we are not really in normal times. So, considering this, we were quite impressed. So it was much better than we initially thought it would be. We received quite a lot of good and old and new customers. Our take is a bit that those who joined the show, who visited us on our booth, really had things to discuss, new projects. So overall, we are very satisfied. Of course. So the CHS is the first time that we can really bring it to a show, because all the shows over the past 1.5 years, of course, were called off. So this is the first time we brought it to a show. It was very well received. It's a beautiful piece of equipment, a lot of very positive feedback, a lot of interest, which is of course nice. That's why we do all this. So in this case, we brought a variant of the CHS wrapping small chocolate articles in fold wrap at speeds of up to 1,600 pieces a minute, which is of course the new level now. Yeah, so exactly. So the first machine is in operation in a double twist version with a very good customer in Scandinavia. Machine is running in full production 24/7 since about a year now. As far as we hear from the customer, he's more than satisfied, no issues at all. So yeah, luckily we delivered a very well-functioning system.
I know you've been busy on stand, but have you had a chance to examine any highlights around the show yourself at all?
Well, I think the highlights are really the visiting customers, getting into a direct talk again rather than meeting on Teams or Google or whatever. That is, I think, also the learning for the future. You can't shift everything to digital medias. You have to meet personally. That is just a different type of interaction. So this is really the highlight, to meet people again and to have a coffee together, to discuss face to face. I for myself really appreciate that.
And just looking to the rest of the year, number of shows on the horizon. Are things looking good for the company for 2022?
Oh yeah, there's still some activity planned. Of course, we will participate in Ipagima in Milano in May this year. We will be, of course, visiting Gulfood later this year. We will be in Chicago. At least all this is planned for now. Let's see how the pandemic will treat us this year. But I have good hopes that we will overcome it now, sooner or later.
Great. Thank you very much indeed, Cameron Gilchrist, for joining us today at ProSweets on the first day. So how are you feeling about being back at the show after a 2-year absence?
Really good. You know, it is a 2-year absence. I feel like I haven't seen the world in a long time. It's an opportunity to re-engage with customers that we haven't seen in a long time as well. So yeah, really excited about it.
How much importance do you place on this particular event in the grand scheme of things?
High importance. You know, the world has changed in the last 2 years with technology, Teams calls and everything else, but an actual single location to sit down with customers around machinery is great. It's a more relaxed event, so yeah, really good.
Indeed. And can you talk to us a little bit about your big focus for the show, the Servoform Flexi? Thank you.
So yeah, new machine for Baker Perkins. It's kind of filling a gap between different outputs of equipment we have. We're starting to see the trend towards the functional, pharmaceutical, nutraceutical products, and this machine allows a more flexible approach to that for the slightly longer setting gummies and jellies.
Excellent. And has it taken quite a lot of development work to get it to its final form here?
Absolutely. You know, we've had the opportunity through COVID to do more development work with customers not visiting us as often in the Innovation Centre, allowing us to do the development of this machine and the demolder which sits next to it in the production. So good opportunities.
in terms of the feedback you've been getting so far, what have people been saying? Have they been encouraged?
Yeah, really good feedback. Like I say, it's a very different machine to what we've done in the past, where we've detached a cooling element of it. You know, it's been born out of the Servo 4 Mini, which, you know, we've now sold over 125 in just a 4-year period. And so this is offering the next higher output version of that. So the people we visited today, really positive feedback.
How optimistic are you that we're going to experience something of a recovery?
Yeah, we've seen the inquiry list increase already. This show we've had a number of inquiries that we can follow up, and what I've noticed of the inquiries we've had so far today, they seem to be kind of real projects rather than maybe what we've seen in the past of people just coming for a trip out to ProSweets. So from that perspective, there's certainly 4 or 5 today that almost need to be actioned straight away, with this machine offering more opportunities in a new emerging market. I mean, we've been very fortunate through the pandemic that we took one major order at the early part. We've taken 2 or 3 other much bigger than usual orders, so we've been fortunate from that regard. And then as a business, all the different sectors have all done really, really well. So, you know, we've been fortunate, and I think it's just going to increase as well.
It's wonderful to be back at ProSweets, Neill. We're all really happy to be here. A little unusual because we normally have the mask on, so you can't see the delight in our faces, or the customers can't see. But yeah, it makes a big difference to have, you know, face-to-face conversations in person. I mean, Teams is fantastic, video conferencing, remote support, but it's not like the real thing. So it's great. It's great to be back. I think you know, everybody's pleased just to get back and find out about the new technology that's out there, and seeing everything, you know, because seeing's, you know, understanding, and they can come and explore the machines. So yeah, it's positive, I think. Yes, I can, yeah. So the next generation I model, we have the RC500i here. It's available from batch capacity 500 up to 5,000. So it's Industry 4.0 compatible, offering M to web for customers. We basically have been doing a big focus on shortening cycle time and energy through using the chocoscope here. So while we've been in lockdown, we've basically been behind the scenes, you know, doing this R&D in this period of the past 18 months. So basically getting shorter cycle times and less energy is what's been primary focus for us, really.
Yeah, that sounds like you've been very industrious during the pandemic, and I imagine, like everybody, you've faced a number of challenges over the past 2 years. How have you weathered that period, would you say?
Yeah, to be honest, I think it's been a time where we've had to rethink, you know, how we do things. So things like remote support, remote diagnostic tools have been critical. So I think, like other companies, we've found a way around everything. And yeah, it's been okay. It's been okay, but not like the real thing in getting out to customers and supporting them in the field. Yeah, it's been really good. Yeah. I mean, traffic does seem to be lower, but we're happy with the people that we're seeing on the stand. It's been really quite a busy day.
Has the pandemic, in your view, altered customer requirements in any way that you've seen through the orders that have been coming through to you? Not particularly, other than, you know, we're seeing growth in areas like the whole sort of plant-based, sugar-free, dairy-free. We're seeing an increase in that. So whether the consumer, you know, now wants to be more health conscious, maybe eating too much sugar in the pandemic, we are seeing, you know, a fair bit of that being demanded. And the MacIntyre, of course, is perfect for it because you can do low temperature processing. Yeah, there's just so much that you can do with it, and we really enjoy, obviously, working with our customers, being a partner of them, and helping them to make the best products for their customers.
So our hopes is that the customers are amazed from this machine. We have here a packaging line for chocolate tablets, where we pack the chocolate tablets in aluminium foil or in PP foil or biopolymer film, and seal it tight, and then pack it into a carton. And at the end of the new line, we pack with the CMW module in a display carton, so that we are ready for the supermarket.
And the new CMW module here, what has the response been at the show so far?
The response is very good, because it's compact, it's user-friendly, and we can do the whole thing with only one operator, and yeah, that's a good thing, I think.
And it has a new HMI system as well, so you've made quite a lot of modifications to the whole LTM duo as a whole.
Yeah, we modified it to have more usability. To do, you can easily manage the machine like a smartphone. So that was the thing we've done it.
Brilliant, no, thank you for that. And as a show itself, how important is ProSweets to you?
ProSweets is a good thing. ProSweets is very important for us, because our customers are at the ISM and they come to see us. That's a good thing. For this year, yeah, it's a Corona year. It's a little bit too quiet, but yeah, we hope for the next times.
Absolutely, and finally, although it has been quieter, from what you were saying earlier, there has been some good quality contacts. Is that the case?
Yeah, that is absolutely the case. The people, they are here, they have more time to meet other people. So we have good time here at the machines and can show them. That's good, that's okay.
So first of all, we were very happy that we could finally attend a trade show again. End of last year, me and my new colleague Pepijn, we went to Salon de Chocolat, so that was the first happening in the chocolate world since like forever, it felt. So yeah, very happy to be here. The first 2 days, it's now the third day. First 2 days were alright. Today, kinda not too many people around here, but it's not about the quantity, right, of the people that come to your stand. It's about the leads that come and lead to something. So that's been actually going quite well, as the people that make the effort to come here really show the urge that they really need something. They really need a machine, because some come all the way from the United States, and in this COVID pandemic coming all the way from the US, for us it leads to some qualitative good leads. So in the end, very happy so far. Yeah, I think since 3 years now, 4 years. 4 years ago we first jumped in the lower volume, medium volume segment of chocolate. Also the more premium craft market, we like to say. And for these chocolate makers, it's not all about speed. Of course, we used to do more the overhauling of industrial machines, the more well-known brands, the Sapal, Rush, SIG brands. But we got so many requests of lower volume machines that are easy to use, that have a big size range, allow for easy size changes as well. So we wanted to do something with all those requests, and yeah, we filled up that gap pretty good, I believe. So since 4 years we are developing packaging machines for the lower and medium volume of craft chocolate production, and I think it's been a success. And it's the more machines we produce, the more our name grows within that craft chocolate market, so the better it becomes for Lareka. Yeah.
Very happy to be here finally after 2 years not being able to show. It's one of the most important trade shows for us, being together with ISM, where all our customers are. We're showing a chocolate panning machine, which has very nice features to make chocolate panning automatically. And although we are still in the pandemic and all the regulations are still very tight, we are happy that we have some nice customers coming, visiting. We have had good quality visitors. Of course, the amount of visitors is not the same as other years, but we have also have more time to speak to them. They have time to come to us. So I think it's a positive start. We truly hope trade shows resume this year, so we have the option of being with our customers together with them, not just by video calls, and we truly show what we can do and enjoy our time together. So.
Excellent, and you've travelled a long way as well from South America. It must be quite satisfying from your perspective to have made it here.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, but finally we did it. It's a long flight, but it's also making us feel closer to our customers. Our main market is Latin America, and many Latin American customers have also come here. We truly hope next year it's even better. It resumes to normal. We can meet with everyone, but we are very happy that the people that came here took the time to come and to enjoy 4 days together.
Absolutely, and from what you were saying earlier there, it sounds as if the quality of those who did come in terms of the visitors has actually been pretty good, would you say?
Yes, I would say that, well, this is the first time that there's no people coming just asking for samples, but really to get to know better what we do. So this is the time the quality of the visitors has been the best. So in terms of spending good quality time with them, for sure it's one of the best ways to get a good result.
Very pleased to hear that's the case. And finally, looking at the rest of the year, how are things shaping up for GR in terms of your equipment development? Are there some exciting things on the horizon for the business?
Yes, we cannot tell everything, but we have entered a complete new line of business. We see it's growing, so we'll probably bring machines to showcase it so that customers can see product and our equipment. And we hope also that new trade shows resume in Latin America, so that we can also show you what we have been doing.
Great, well thank you so much, that's brilliant to speak to you.
In the main, it's the only show where we have customers exhibiting alongside us at ISM. So it's just the perfect opportunity for us really, and for our customers, old and new, to be together and get that opportunity to save on our carbon footprint, not flying all the way around the world when we don't necessarily have to. So yeah, it over year in year out has become more and more popular for us, more of a must. You know, it's just been since sort of 2018. That was the first time we exhibited. It's just grown from there.
Behind you, you've got the latest licorice line. What's been the response to that piece of equipment?
Very good response. It's the most efficient, energy efficient, low pressure, up to 6 colour extrusion head on the market. So the customers are always looking for improvements in technology that reduces their overall cost of ownership and ongoing, obviously, operating costs. So it's been fantastic. You know, we've got lots of trials now booked. Hopefully, travel restrictions will remain as easy as possible for people to come from various parts of the world. That, as well as our MacIntyre fruit system, the two systems can go either independent or hand in hand. So yes, it's been quite overwhelming really, just how much interest we've had.